Welcome to DOTNET Tech. .NET Interview Question for Fresher Part 2. This video is continuation of previous video. This video contains frequently asked interview question and answer. Okay, let's start the video. What is SVLZ? What is the difference between boxing and unboxing? What is LINQ? What is array? Explain the difference between managed and unmanaged code. What is garbage collection? What is the difference between value type and reference type? What is the difference between interface and an abstract class? What is the difference between constants and read-only variables? What is diamond problem? What is the static variable? What is this keyword in .NET? How to prevent class from inheritance? What is method overloading? What is method overriding? What is SQL? What are the different queries of SQL? What is the difference between primary key and unique key? What is a database? What is view in SQL? What are the different types of joins in SQL? What is SVLZ? Software Development Lifecycle. The Software Development Lifecycle (SDLC) is a framework that development teams use to produce high-quality software in a systematic and cost-effective way. The phases of SDLC: 1. Requirement gathering and analysis. 2. Design. 3. Implementation or coding. 4. Testing. 5. Deployment. 6. Maintenance. What is the difference between boxing and unboxing? Boxing convert value type to reference type, whereas unboxing convert reference type to value type. Boxing is an implicit conversion, whereas unboxing is an explicit conversion. Example: int I equals 5, object a1 equals I, int b equals int object a1. What is LINQ? LINQ is Language Integrated Query, and it provided a way to express queries directly in their languages. LINQ in C# is used to work with data access from sources such as objects, data sets, SQL Server, and XML. Example: string names equals Bill, Steve, James, Moden. Varmel inquiry equals from named in names, where name dot contains a select name. What array? An array is a linear data structure which is a collection of data items having similar data types stored in contiguous memory locations. An array is a data structure that contains a group of elements. Array index starts from 0. Types of arrays are one-dimensional array, multi-dimensional array, and jagged array. Example: int array equals new int 5. Explain the difference between managed and unmanaged code. Managed code is the code which is managed by the CLR in .NET Framework, whereas the unmanaged code is the code which is directly executed by the operating system. Managed code provides security to the application written in .NET Framework, whereas the unmanaged code does not provide any security to the application. What garbage collection in .NET? The garbage collector (GC) serves as an automatic memory manager. The garbage collector manages the allocation and release of memory for an application. In other words, it is a way to destroy the unused objects. System.gc.collect forces garbage collector to run by developer. What is the difference between value type and reference type? Value type are stored on stack, whereas reference type are stored on heap. Value type contains actual value, whereas reference type contains reference to a value. Example for value type is int, float, long, char, bool, whereas example for reference type is class, delegates. Stack is used for static memory allocation and heap for dynamic memory allocation, both stored in the computer's RAM. What is the difference between interface and an abstract class? Abstract classes can have methods with implementation, whereas interface have any method without implementations. Abstract class doesn't support multiple inheritance, whereas interface supports multiple inheritance. Abstract class can provide the implementation of interface, whereas interface can't provide the implementation of abstract class. What is the difference between constants and read-only variables? Constants field is a compile time, whereas read-only is a runtime. Constants fields has to be initialized whereas read-only fields can be initialized at declaration or in the constructor. Constants fields can be declared in methods, whereas read-only fields cannot be declared in methods. Constants fields cannot be used with static modifier, whereas the read-only fields can be used with static modifier. What is diamond problem in .NET? The diamond problem is an ambiguity that arises when two classes B and C inherit from A, and class D inherits from both B and C. If there is a method in A that B and C have overridden, and D does not override it, then which version of the method does D inherit, that of B, or that of C? Due to diamond problem .NET not supporting multiple inheritance. What is the static variable? Static variables are accessed with the name of the class. They do not require any object for access. Static fields of a non-static class is shared across all the instances. So, changes done by one instance would reflect in others. Example, public static int pi equals 3.14. What is this keyword in .NET? This keyword is used to refer to the current instance of the class. It is used to access members from the constructors, instance methods, and instance accessors. Example, int id, string name, public student int id, string name. This .id equals id. This .name equals name. This .subject equals subject. This .age equals age. How to prevent class from inheritance. Use the sealed keyword in order to prevent a class from being inherited. The functionality that is implemented by the class should not be changed, but is mostly used for security reasons. Example, sealed class name. What is method overloading? Method with same name but different number of argument toward different type of argument. A single function can have different nature. By using method overloading we polymorphism. The method overloading is the common way of implementing polymorphism. Example, double area float x, double area double x, double y. What is method overriding? Method overriding is used to provide the specific implementation of a method which is already provided by its parent class. Overriding is done so that a child class can give its own implementation to a method which is already provided by the parent class. E.g., class human / overridden method public void eat system.out.println human is eating class boy human / overriding method public void eat system.out.println boy is eating. What is SQL? SQL stands for Structured Query Language. It is used to create, maintain and retrieve relational databases. SQL statements are used to perform tasks such as update data on a database. Some common relational database management systems that use SQL are Oracle, Sybase, Microsoft SQL Server, Access, Angry, etc. DML, it is used to manipulate data. Example, insert, update and delete. DDL, it used to define data structures and modify data. Example, create table, alter table, etc. DCL, it useful to give rights and permissions. DQL, it is used to fetch the data from the database. TCL, it with the transaction within the database. What is the difference between primary key and unique key? Primary key cannot be null, whereas unique key will accept one null value. Only one primary key can be present in a table, whereas multiple unique keys can be present in a table. Primary key creates clustered index, whereas unique key creates non-clustered index. What is a database? A database is an organized collection of data. They support electronic storage and manipulation of data. Data can be organized in tables. Database contains table, stored procedure, function view, etc. e.g. Microsoft SQL Server, Misclude, Microsoft Access, FileMaker Pro, Oracle Database, etc. What is a foreign key? A foreign key is a column or combination of columns in a table whose values must match values of a column in some other table. Foreign keys help enforce referential integrity at the data level. It improves the overall performance of a database. This ensures that data remains consistent and that the database contains no redundant data, unwanted data. What is view in SQL? Views in SQL are kind of virtual tables. View is a combination of single or multiple tables. It doesn't have any physical memory. The view also has rows and columns. View can also used in join. What are the different types of joins in SQL? Joins is used to access information from two or more tables at once. There are 4 types of joins available. They are 1. Inner join, 2. Outer join, 3. Cross join, 4. Self join. Outer join types are left outer join, right outer join and full outer join. Inner join and outer join are mostly used in database. Thank you for watching this video. Please give your comments and feedback. If you like this video, please subscribe and share to your friends.